Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are focusing on Cocoa Puff. Just 1 year ago from today, I actually adopted him. Now I don't know his actual birthday. I have no idea how old he was when I adopted him. We're estimating he was probably about 6 months when I adopted him, maybe a little older. But today is his gotcha day. So we're gonna celebrate his 1 year adoption birthday, I guess. And we're gonna throw him a little birthday party and kind of throwing Lollipop a birthday too, because I can't do something to one of the bunnies and not the other. Plus, I may not have really celebrated her second birthday. It was back in February and I was like in the middle of school and I remembered it. I gave her an extra treat, but I didn't really throw her a party. So we're going to be throwing a birthday party today. And we're gonna be throwing that in my living room here. I'm going to decorate and get it all bunny proofed, and the bunnies are pretty much just going to have free roam of the living room today. And I'm going to make them a little birthday cake, give them some extra treats, and some new toys. So yeah, also, if you notice, I have a table in my living room right now. That is because we're in the middle of remodeling the fish tank, which we plan to finish that, and I'll post that video next week. So you'll see the remodel of the fish tank. But anyway, we're just gonna ignore that in today's video, and I'm gonna go ahead and decorate, and I'll show you guys when it is complete. So I just finished decorating for his little birthday party, and I'm gonna just show you guys everything I did to decorate. So over here, the only thing I did is I bunny proofed this wire that I am using to temporarily keep the lighting system on in the fish tank. And then I also bunny proofed my MacBook cord. All the other wires were already bunny proofed from when Lollipop was actually free roamed. Which, if you guys want to hear more about why Lollipop is no longer free roamed, stay tuned till Saturday and watch out for that video coming up. And we also have this cute little cat tunnel thingy. It's pretty cool. It does have inside here, it has a hole, and then it has this like pom-pom ball and then a rattle ball. I'm not sure if the bunnies will like these. We'll keep them in there for now, because if they don't like them, I can just cut them off. And then we have litter box. I went ahead, gave them some Timothy hay, some alfalfa hay, some orchard grass, and some meadow hay. So lots of variety for Cocoa Puff's birthday, along with their pellets that they get every morning. Water dish. These are their new toys, which is a little ice cream cone thing, Lollipop, and this toss and play game. We also have just some paper that came in my last Chewy order, and then we created this sign. So happy birthday has a 1, and it has some balloons as well. So the only thing left to do is make the birthday cake, so let's go ahead and go make that. So for the birthday cake, I got some cute happy birthday plates that we will be using. So there's one for Cocoa Puff and one for Lollipop. So their birthday cake is actually quite simple. I'm going to go ahead and slice this banana and then top it with some unsweetened applesauce. If you ever give your bunny applesauce, just make sure it's unsweetened, as we don't want to give them any extra sugar. Alright, so their birthday cakes are now finished. It's just a little pile of banana with some applesauce on top, and I do not plan on giving my rabbits all of these, but I like to make a little stack so it looks kind of like a little birthday cake. So I'm going to go ahead and get Cocoa Puff and Lollipop, and we'll bring them upstairs. I also forgot to mention that I have all the doors closed in the hallway so they can't get into anything, and our kitchen is already bunny proofed. So here they are. What do you think? Happy birthday, Coco! Coco, come eat your birthday cake. Oh, she's already making a mess. just thought I would give you guys kind of a background of how Coco became part of our family. I had Lollipop for about a year before we got Coco Puff, and I could just tell she needed a friend. She wanted someone to be there with her. Now, Lollipop is a very sassy and dominant bunny, so I knew finding her a friend could be a difficult process. Can you come back out? Are you stuck? Did mommy say to not go back there? Oh, she's gonna squeeze out the other end. There she is. Like I said, she's a sassy bun. I went ahead and contacted my local rescue and filled out an adoption application, and I identified a couple of different bunnies that I thought might be a good fix for Lollipop. One thing I knew right away is that I was going to want to try a male to bond with her. Usually female and males are easiest to bond, and as this was my first bonding experience, I definitely wanted the easiest mix. So Coco Puff was actually named Mufasa at the time, and the rescue decided to name him that as he was a lion head, and so they named him Mufasa after the Lion King. They didn't really know a whole lot about him, but they knew he was a relatively friendly bun, and so we went ahead and did a date with Lollipop and Coco Puff. This was actually the first date that Lollipop ever had, and this was the first rabbit I actually went and looked at. Right away, their first date was very positive. There was no negative interactions between the two, and we just knew that this was going to be a great friend for Lollipop. After their date, I was able to interact with Coco Puff, or Mufasa, which is what he was named then, and I just kind of fell in love with this dude. He was super fluffy and sweet, and he just needed a good home. Hi, Coco. Are you a pretty boy? Are you happy? So we brought him home and I started the bonding process. This process did take about 6 weeks. I took it nice and slow, followed all the steps, which I did create a series here on my channel, which I'll link that playlist up above, and I document my whole experience with bonding these two rabbits. It did take the full 6 weeks to fully bond them, but bonding them was definitely worth the time and effort. They are now best friends. They're always hanging out together. It's just nice to see that Lollipop has a best friend, and now I also have a new best friend, Coco Puff. I did decide to rename him as, well, I didn't really like the name Mufasa, and I wanted like a food name to go with Lollipop, so he literally looks like a giant Coco Puff because he's just got that fluffy, like, brown gray fur. So I instantly just knew I wanted to name him Coco Puff. Name just came in my head, and that's why he was renamed. No real rhyme or reason, just personal preference. Now, after a couple weeks of having him home, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks, he started becoming more familiar with me and was letting me pet him, and he was just becoming a lot more comfortable and coming out of his shell. And one day he was on his hind legs and just like peering around, being curious, and I saw his front teeth were actually completely outside of his mouth. And I was like, what the heck is this? So I Googled and instantly found out it's a huge dental problem, scheduled him for the vet as soon as I could. And so when we took him to the vet, yeah, he had malocclusion, which just means the front incisors aren't lining up correctly, and so they're never grinding down. And since a rabbit's teeth continuously grow, they're eventually getting overgrown, and they were actually like poking into his gums. So we took him in, they grinded down his teeth, and we scheduled an appointment to actually go ahead and remove these. Now, why I scheduled the surgery like right away like that was because their surgery list was like 3 months out. And during like this 3 months process, I did have to go and get those teeth grinded like 2 or 3 other times. And they have to put a rabbit under anesthesia every time they grind down the teeth. And I did not like the idea of my rabbit continuously having to go through that. So removing them just resolved the issue. He can no longer chew on toys like a normal rabbit, but he couldn't with his long teeth either. and he's completely free of pain. He's just happy. And yes, they can eat their fruits and vegetables and pellets just like normal. They actually just grind down with their back teeth. He just no longer can shed his veggies with like his incisors. So I just have to make sure I'm ripping those super fine whenever I give them veggies. Yeah, ever since then, he's had absolutely no problems. He's never went into GI stasis, no other problems. Other than continuously having to groom him, he is pretty easy to take care of. One thing about having a lion head is their hay and poop seems to stick to their fur whenever they jump in and out of the litter box. So he does create quite a mess, but I think he is definitely worth it, and I wouldn't trade him for the world. This is what we have left of their little birthday cakes. So they ate about half of it. We're just gonna go ahead and toss the rest of this. Banana doesn't keep very nice. I'm not gonna eat it, and well, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go give that to Guinevere. Let's go see if the foster bun wants some birthday cake. And now she's actually scanning. I don't know if you can see her like moving her head like that, but that's what albinos will do since they can't see very well. They'll just kind of move their head like that to try to catch the right light to actually see. Oh, she definitely likes it. So I'm just going to go ahead and end the video here, and I think Cocoa Puff generally had a great day. He hasn't free roamed a lot, so it was kind of a new experience for him since he's used to his enclosure. That's where he feels more safe, but he definitely enjoyed being able to roam around. If you guys like this video, make sure you leave us a like, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. And remember, live life to the fullest.